We're all obsessed with optimization, right? The perfect morning routine, the most efficient workflow, that ideal schedule. We're told it's the secret to success. But what if that perfectly polished routine is the very thing holding you back? What if the quest for perfection is actually killing our most valuable asset, creativity? Let's dig in and find out. So let's just ask it right off the bat. Could that routine you've spent months, maybe even years perfecting, actually be wrong? I mean, not just a little bit off, but fundamentally counterproductive? It's a challenging thought, for sure, but it's the key to unlocking a totally new and more powerful way of thinking. And look, I get it. The appeal of that optimal routine is completely understandable. It offers this seductive promise of control in what feels like a really chaotic world. The idea that if we can just systematize our day, we can master it. And honestly, who doesn't want that? This really lays out the trade-off we're making, maybe without even realizing it. We chase the promise of control, right? But the hidden cost is stagnation. We strive for maximum efficiency, and what do we get? Mindless repetition. We crave the comfort of predictability, and we end up with stifled thought, a brain stuck in a cage. Each promise has this shadow, and that shadow is exactly where creativity goes to die. So this gets us to the real heart of the problem. A rigid structure, by its very nature, is a creativity killer. It's designed to eliminate all the variables, all the surprises. But it turns out those are the very things that fuel innovative thinking. And let's be really clear about what we mean by creativity. This is not just for painters or musicians. Creativity is the absolute lifeblood of any field. It's about seeing a problem and finding a totally new way to solve it. It's connecting two seemingly unrelated ideas to create something brilliant. It's absolutely essential, whether you're a programmer, a manager, a scientist, you name it. So how does the routine kill this vital skill? Well, it all starts with predictability. When your brain knows exactly what's coming next every single day, it just switches to autopilot. Why would it need to forge new pathways or look for novel solutions when the path is already perfectly paved? Next up is our obsession with efficiency. When we're laser-focused on getting from point A to point B as fast as humanly possible, we eliminate all that quote-unquote unproductive time. The daydreaming, the mental wandering, the quiet moments. That's so often where our best ideas are born. Efficiency just cuts them right out of the picture. And when you combine that predictability with ruthless efficiency, what do you get? A world with zero surprises, no unexpected inputs, no novel challenges, absolutely no reason to deviate from the script. Our thinking gets locked onto the same old familiar, uncreative tracks. And yep, this is the final result. Predictability plus efficiency plus no surprises equals no innovation. It's a simple and, honestly, it's a kind of terrifying equation. The very system we build for success is actually designed for stagnation. Okay, so if the optimal routine is the problem, what's the solution? Well, it's not about just being disorganized or messy. It's about embracing a whole new path forward, something called productive chaos. This quote from the source material, man, it just nails it. The goal isn't just to be messy, it's to deliberately embrace the very things our routines are designed to eliminate: friction and disruption, because that's where the magic happens. Now, this is the crucial point to get. Productive chaos is a strategy. It is the intentional act of shaking things up. It's about purposefully introducing new variables to force your brain off that comfortable autopilot and onto new, unexplored terrain. This isn't about letting your life fall apart, not at all. It's about strategically harnessing the power of that friction. It's about learning how to make these small disruptions work for you and turning them into a powerful engine for brand new ideas. So how does this actually work in practice? Well, it's a pretty simple but incredibly powerful chain reaction. First, you just introduce a small disruption. This change, no matter how minor, forces your brain to make new connections it wouldn't have made otherwise. And it's right there, within those new connections, that the spark of genuine innovation ignites. So how do you actually do this? Well, the good news is you don't need to upend your entire life. The path to creative breakthroughs is paved with small, totally manageable changes that can deliver some really big returns. I mean, just look at how simple these ideas are. Take a different route home from work and just see what you notice. Grab a magazine about a topic you know nothing about. Knitting, astrophysics, whatever. Work from a coffee shop for just one day. These aren't huge life changes, they're just tiny injections of novelty into an otherwise predictable system. So here's the bottom line. Stop chasing the myth of the perfect routine. Instead, start to embrace the power of productive chaos. And I'm going to leave you with this question to think about. What's one small, simple disruption you can introduce into your life today?